Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bristol Prepper channel. So today guys, I know recently we did some bushcraft videos out in the woods, in the wild. It's amazing, and I'm going to do loads more of those coming soon. But I thought we'd bring it back to the corner on the table guys, because obviously this is where it all started, and we're just going to bring it back here, and we're going to do some more table stuff. So guys, if you guys remember, and you follow my channel, we did a DIY rough, really rough strop. How to make one and what went into it and all that. And this worked fine for me guys. But I've recently acquired some better high quality leather, which is a lot thicker, and really learnt a little bit guys as well when I was doing this. So I did with leather trousers, like biker leather trousers. They were good, but a little bit thin, so I doubled it over, and guys, it has worked a dream. So if you followed me and you made something like this, you'll have no problem. But I just wanted to make another one with cleaner cuts, a little bit smoother, thicker leather, and yeah, just a more high quality one with nicer edges and bit looks a bit tidier. Obviously, you might have made one tidier, but this is just me doing it. I thought I'd film it and show you guys what I'm doing to make the cleaner one. So yeah, so that's the old one. We'll need that in a sec though. I'll show you why. And at the end of the table, it looks a little bit mad at the moment, but my this is how my mind works. It's just my mind is madness, and then I work with it. So guys, first of all, we've got obviously another plank. The only thing I've done off camera is sand it a little bit, just because the edges are a little bit rough. There's a little bit of bits and pieces spiking out, because we're budget preppers, and I just took this from work, just a broken plank, so smoothed that out a little bit, so it's fine now. It's for me to work with. So yeah, I don't have to worry about staining or anything like that, because it's going to be inside the whole time. So I don't have to worry about staining it or put any coats on it, because I'm not worried what it would look like. Just something for the leather to sit on, and obviously I'm not going outside in the rain, so it won't warp or nothing. So first guys, what we want to do is, to make a cleaner one, get your leather, and you can just see the quality of this leather. It's a lot higher quality. And what I've done is just literally put the plank on top of it on the side I want. So last time we went on the rounded side, this time we're going on the flat side. And I put the plank on top of it and just marked it out with a marker pen. And I'll show you the markings out on the camera now. Don't know if the camera can make out the markings. Yeah, you can clearly see it, which is cool guys. So now, I'm just going to lay that down on our table. And then, like Art Attack, all over again guys. We're going to get the scissors out and cut it up. Chung, chung, chung. So guys, start cutting. And I'm going to be upfront and frank with some of you guys. At school, I wasn't the best. Oh, bloody dog. That's the attack dog attacking the bed. Yeah, I was never the best at gluing and sticking, cutting and sticking as a kid. So, what looks good for me, obviously, probably won't look good for you. Because my life is a bit rough. I'm ready. But as long as it looks a little bit better than the last one, I'm not too worried. These scissors are not the sharpest scissors in the world, believe it or not. They're about 1 billion years old, and I've been in the kitchen forever, but I just find them a little bit easier to use than a Stanley blade. Just cutting down here. And guys, I use a thick black marker, because then if I cut within the black lines, I'll always have a little bit overhanging, so which just gives me a little bit, so I can cut it off at the end, and I don't have to worry about bits undercutting. Do you know what I mean? Like coming in on the board, so the board looks a bit shit. So I use a thick marker, so I'll always have pieces overhang. Even if it's just a mil or two, I'll still have that. So I've still got the option of cutting it off if I want to. So in the corners, this seems to be a bit of a pain. There we go. These scissors only want to cut right at the bottom. So this was taking me a little bit longer than I anticipated, but there we go. You live and learn. Never chuck leather away guys as well. If you're a leather worker or not, have no leather experience, that's probably a point I could start to learn. How to make my leather pouches and stuff, because I've always got leather knocking about. Never worked it. I don't know anything really about it. And there don't seem to be that many people on YouTube showing how to do leather. If I did get into it and I knew what I was doing, I will definitely show you guys what to do. So I don't know how to harden leather, or how it stiffens, I don't know anything about it. All I literally know is how to make these strops. So, there we go guys. Sorry it took a little bit long, but that's our leather cutting. And I bought that piece, if you didn't watch my budget prepping boys, I bought that piece from a car boot sale for £1. £1 guys. Now you know that shit's a bargain. You can't haggle a man down when he offers you leather for £1. You can't haggle him down, it's practically robbery. So I'm just sizing it up guys, and like I anticipated, it is a little bit overhanging, but only by a mil or two, which is not an issue at all, as long as it all fits on there nice, which looks cool. This is brown leather instead of the black dyed stuff. Don't ask me what it comes from. Fuck knows, a boy at car boot seller, loads of offcuts, a leather man who makes shoes, and he sold this to me, except for £1 for all that big offcut. So it seems to fit on here real nice. So we was using the same glue as last time, because this stuff does stick like shit to a blanket. Oh god, lid seems to be fucking welded on. Yeah, seems pretty awesome. So we won't get that out shot yet. We did use gloves last time, but fuck the gloves. And so this is my water. This is my weight and the water we're using to dab it down with. So just turn that to the side. I know it's not in a water jug. It's just, this is a mixer, but it was the biggest thing I could find that could hold water without leaking. So I could use it as a weight, because I don't carry weights in the house. As you can tell, I don't do weights on my arms, because I'm not a pussy. Only girls do weights. Real men don't do weights. So on my glue, obviously all glue is different, but mine is like a water. It becomes sticky and shit with when it comes in contact with water and it starts working. When it comes in contact with some H2O. So we're just dabbing it down, and as we always do on the Bristol Prepper channel, we will dab it down and then check with the boss, which is the Mrs. Bristol Prepper. We will check with her to see what she thinks. Is that enough water, Mrs.? She does. She approves, guys. And if any of you want the Mrs. Bristol Prepper approval, please comment beneath in the crotch box, and I'll tell you whether she approves of you or not. Right guys, so we're just dampening it down. Whoop, that's a bit too much water, but Mrs. Bristol Prepper won't be happy, but there we go. Is that enough? Yeah, she thinks it's way too much. So sliding it off a little bit, yeah? Yeah, she's happy now. Happy as a woman can be, because women are never happy. You guys that are unfortunate enough to have one in your household, you would know. So I'm just kidding guys, they are alright sometimes when they cook for you and that. So first of all guys, we are bashing this glue down. As always, we will check with Mrs. Bristol Prepper to see what she thinks. Just going to see where that glue ends. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Does she think that's enough? Eyebrow raise, that means yes. That also means stop talking if you're at a party or something. You're about to get in shit. So we're using the paint scraper, decorating scraper. It's kind of old because Mrs. Bristol Prepper gives on me about decorating, but I'm not a decorator. I was a carpenter, not a paint and decorator. So we're spread this shit all over. Make sure you get it nice and even, guys. So you can use super glue. I've seen people use wood glue. It all depends on what you want to use, but I like using this stuff because literally, once it goes off, you are not getting it off. The only way to get the leather off after would be to cut through the wood and kind of peel it off with the wood, because it will not come off. The wood will break before this glue breaks. And if this stuff's really thick, it's like fucking honey almost, but a thicker consistency. So you've really got to make sure you've spread it out in the corners. So I haven't got an awful lot in the corners over here. Should I put a bit more on? No, she doesn't think so. I think so, but she doesn't. This is what normally happens in life. Normally I think so, she doesn't, or she thinks so, and I don't. This is how Bristol Prepper household works. A little bit more. Tiny little bit more, she's saying, guys. Don't worry, guys, one day she will be in a video. I will force her ass in a video. Enough? Yeah? She's saying that's enough. So, oh, just put a little bit more on. Spread it round, guys. Make sure you spread it nice. Spread it nice. Remember, excess glue is not a problem because we can just trim that off at the end. But this glue can be a bit of a bastard to trim off, but not an issue. Not an issue because we have tissues for issues. So once you've, does that look good now? Okay, she approves. So now we're pretty much ready to go. So smash that down. And also, guys, quick tip: use a rag on the table because the missus will definitely not be happy. You will not be in any good books for getting shit on her fucking hardwood table. You will definitely not get any. You won't get shit. You won't get packed lunch for a week. You won't get nothing, guys. So make sure you lay fucking shit on the table before you start working on it. Otherwise, she will be pissed and hunt you down. No matter what pub you find and you hide in, she will find your ass and hunt it down if you've got marks and shit on her table. So once you're happy with the positioning of this, quite lucky because it's a long, well, not lucky, it takes fucking ages, but some glues dry quick, this one doesn't. Not get any of them thoughts of imagination, so we'll just set that back a little bit. Is that good from her angle? Does, she approves, which is all good, guys. It means we're game on. So first of all, put this lid on, because that could end in tears, otherwise. End in my tears, I should say. She approving now? Is it leather overhanging that side, yeah? Yeah, it is. Right. Ooh. Right. This is literally, guys, just to weigh it down because you need weights. Water, sugar. Yeah. So this is held it down nice. So hopefully it will stick like shit to a blanket, and we could slide it on back because it has moved. This glue's quite slidey. Just got to make sure it's not gliding around the table. Whoop. Think we are. Think we're all good. Like I said, we've just got to stop it from sliding. I need to take the table's on a piss, or I've had a couple of beers sink, but the table seems to be sliding, so should just hold it in place. Seems good that way. Seems good that way. Like I said, guys, it ain't got to be fucking spot on, as long as it's there around the banks. But yeah, so we'll let this shit dry. And I've got some on the t-shirt. What a great day. Amazing day. So anyway, guys, we'll let this shit dry and we'll be back with you in approximately 1 or 2 hours whenever this shit's gone off. So anyway, peace. Hi guys, and welcome back. So earlier on, guys, we glued it down. I've taken all the weights off from that and removed the cloth. So this is what we ended up with. Obviously, excuse the glue on the sides. We did use a little bit too much glue, but that's not a problem. We can cut that off. Got some excess here on the sides, and on this side, there's quite a lot on the side. But it's not an issue, guys. With a Stanley blade, we can just cut this off. But when you think about how this one's got the edges on it, it's a bit raggedy. But compared to this, nice and tight, thicker, better leather. I'm quite happy with this once I've tied it up with the knife. But yeah, guys, so if you, yeah, I love this. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. Because at the end of the day, guys, it ain't got to be spot on. This one does look better, but it ain't got to be spot on. It's just for my personal use when I'm using it. It's Stanley blade, it's not all that in a bag of chips. This glue is so hard. Just trying to get it off, it's a bit of a pain. But yeah, it will all come off eventually once I find the time to go around chiseling it all off. But no, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. You've enjoyed watching this. Like I said, it wasn't a total tutorial of how to make it. It was just me making another one, a nicer one, and like just showing you how I did it and how I made a nicer one than last time, because the last one was a bit rough and I did want to show you that I could make a nicer one. So like getting this off. Yes. So yeah, it isn't Mrs. fault. We did use too much glue. She said she's looking at your dodgy face. Yeah. She said it wasn't enough. Well, I said it was, but she said it wasn't. So it is her fault. So blame Mrs. Bristol Prepper. Yeah guys, I'll take all that off. Comes off pretty easy with the Stanley knife. And guys, so this has sparked a bit of a discussion between me and the missus. She thinks, guys, that she can make a better strop than me. So, well, she doesn't know how to shop on a stone, she doesn't know how to shop, she doesn't know what a strop is even fucking used for. She does film for me, but she don't listen. So, yeah, she said she can make a better one than me. So, I'm going to acquire the tools and the bits and pieces she needs. I'm going to get some more wood. I've got the leather. And I'm get her to make a smaller strop, a filled strop for me. So, we're going to see how that goes. And don't worry, I will video it. And I'll take pictures and all that. Yeah, just she thinks she can be a better one than me, so I highly doubt that. But we'll see how that goes. As you can see, guys, I'm just using the blade. It's just so it don't overhang. I'm not too worried about it looking all horrible. Just so it don't overhang. This top piece, we can just score this. Score it, and hopefully, it should just pop off. It's quite stubborn, this piece. It's proven to be quite a bastard. But guys, if you have made a strop following my tutorial, I would like to see it. I didn't say this last time, but I would like to see it. So if you guys have made one and you followed Bristol Prepper's stropping budget video, please, 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 please send me a VR to what you've made, or at least a picture. And if you send me a VR to what you have made, or show me your budget strop you've made, and show me how sharp your knife is in a VR and a video response, I will send you a paracord bracelet. Yeah, I'll send you when I get the missus to make it for me, and I'll get you sending one. So guys, if you want one of those, show me your budget strop you've made. Just send me a VR link to it, to your channel, and I'll watch it, and then I will send you a paracord bracelet after I've got the missus to make it, because she doesn't make it by choice, it's slave trade. I tell her she's got to do it, and then she'll make it for me, and then we'll send it to one of you, all the guys that have done it for me. But yeah, so hopefully you've got your missus' table very dirty and disgusting, and she's as pissed at you as mine is for making her table very shitty. That's it really, guys. So that's it for the strop. Just quickly show you before I go. Move this shit out of the way. And I'll put some compound on here and see what she goes like. Test run, guys. So back at the Condor Bushlore, because it's my favourite blade at the moment. Massive, huge fan. Me and her are getting on very well. So just pop this out of the bag. I keep it in the bag because it's like kind of chalky type stuff and can get on stuff. So just put that on there. You can see it going on there, yeah? So it does come off. rubbing that on there, guys. I use a dark compound, but you can use any one. There's a popular one called Smurfy Blue, which is literally light baby blue compound. There's hundreds of different compounds out there you can use. I just choose to use this one. Seems to get on the best with it. People apply it differently, but this is the way I do it. Because bushcraft prepping, guys, it's all about what works for you guys and what really the best way you get on with things. So once you get into it and you're really stroking it, and then it starts to really come off. That's what you want. You want it to got to really see it on there. Right, stroke it like that. Really rub it in. Smell it as well. It's like a chalky type smell. Damp chalk is the way I explain it. That's what it smells like. So once you've applied your caper, the compound, your missus tell me hurry up. So once you've applied your compound, you withdraw your knife. I have done a video on stropping, so if you want to see a detailed video, check my channel. Check out my channel. So hold it flat, lean it up till you got on the edge, and then draw it back. You never want to go like down and against it, because you will cut up your leather. So just a few strokes that side. And what stropping does, guys, it really polishes that edge. And hardens the edge for you. And when you made a big strop like this, gives you, so I've made the height so it doesn't smash on the table or drag on the table. That's why I've made this wooden thing quite thick. And then also, guys, the strop's so big that you haven't got to do a lot of knife movement at all. You've got to pull in a little bit at the end. Obviously, if you're using a big knife, then you will have to come across a bit like this. But I've made quite a nice side strop, so I don't have to do that. But yeah, guys, you can really see once you get going, it really does start to polish that edge nice for you. And it gives you an incredibly sharp edge once you've been stropping for a while. It does really sharpen that edge up for you. And yeah, that is sharp. That is very sharp. That's pretty awesome. It was sharp, quite sharp anyway, from but I used it all day. I used the knife all day and I haven't actually sharpened it since. But yeah, guys, this is how to do a strop, how to make one, and just going over and doing a neater one for you guys. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you've been watching some other videos. If not, go back on my channel, check them out, guys. Check out my previous videos on stropping, knife maintenance, why we maintain blades, and loads of different stuff like that. I've done a few recently, so go back on my channel, check those out. Also like me on Facebook, guys, and add me on there, and I upload loads of pictures and stuff I'm doing. Also, guys, like, comment, subscribe, smash those buttons, boom, 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 and leave all your comments down beneath in the crotch box. That's it really, guys, for today. So hopefully you've enjoyed it, like I said. But that's it really, guys. So stay prepared. I'll catch you guys another day, another way.